Okay, so people have asked me what's one of my favorite recipes to cook stuff, and so I'll show you that. You just need some basic ingredients. So first thing I'm going to do is salt and pepper the fish. And I haven't put anything on this fish. There's no oil, there's no nothing. Just nice fresh fillets. I'm going to put some salt here. It's kosher salt. It might look like a lot of salt, but kosher salt is not as powerful as table salt because it's a much bigger grain. So it looks like a lot, but it's really not. And then the trick here, and the thing that you want to do, is you want cornstarch. So I don't know if you can see that, but regular old cornstarch. And you just take, not a lot of it, just enough to get a coating. It doesn't take a lot. And I'll use that for both sides. So about a teaspoon, tablespoon each, something like that. And the trick here is just kind of move it around and cover the whole fillet. And then I'm going to flip it, shake off the excess, and then I'm going to do the other side so that I have a nice covered up full fillet. But you want to keep that pepper and salt on the fish. Don't shake that off of there or else it won't season the fish. So again, it doesn't take a lot. You kind of smooth it around. Use some of the extra that you have here. And I like to get every little section of the fish. So unlike flour, cornstarch doesn't impart as strong of a taste of things. So you don't have to worry about it. Is it going to taste like flour? It's not going to taste like flour. So you don't have to let those sit. You don't have to do anything with them. You just go ahead and get the pan ready. So I'll move the camera so that we have a better view on the pan. But that's it. Salt, pepper, cornstarch. Okay, so part two, to get the trout and brown butter sauce, what you need is some butter, and I'm going to use just a little less than a half a stick. And if I had more fish to fry, this would be plenty of butter to do that. But this is a good amount. I've started that heat on high heat, but you don't want to cook it on high heat. I just did that to get things heated up. You don't want to burn this butter. You want to brown this butter. Pretty close. And now you can see it's starting to get clear, so that looks good. I'm going to shake just a little bit of the excess off, and I'm just going to lay my fillet down there. Turn it up here. And then generally this kind of thing is just going to take 3-4 minutes aside. You don't want to overcook your trout. And then I'll show you how to spoon the butter over and over on it to get a really excellent flavor. And so I just flip it. You can see it started to brown. It could have gone a little more. Never fear though, I'm not worried about that. It is going to crisp up. Because one of the tricks here now is to get that butter and put it all over the top. And that butter's going to eventually brown enough to where, don't be shy about the cornstarch, it makes it a nice thickness. Keep doing that until the butter browns. And you can see it's turning browner and browner. That's what I'm looking for, a nice little crispness. That's perfect. Now more brown butter over the top. I'm telling you, this is good, folks. That butter's starting to brown, so I'm going to get it off of there. And get it off of there then and keep my plate ready. That's what I would call trout in a brown butter sauce, or manoir sauce, sometimes what they call it. But really, what it ends up being is just awfully damn good. And so what I've got here is a plate with some wild rice. I'll take my trout out. See, it's flaking. This is a spot where you might want to use a turner. I've got pretty hot hands, so yeah, it's gonna be good. And then I like to take some of this butter, and just gently over the rice. And there you have it. Trout excellence. It's a brown butter trout with wild rice. You can see right there. Get yourself some trout and have a nice dinner. Happy fishing.